everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys. My name's Keith.
Josh playing the ever-lovable Arlo.
Zenas playing as Grim.
And Brice playing as Jack Law, also his dad.
And his dad. This episode is brought to you by Duke's Barbecue, which of course is not a sponsor. Last time we had some developments. You guys bought a bunch of magical items. That took us a little while. Then you were able to get on a boat. We created an ancient magic of dwarves that they spit on things to test their validity. Because Phrygius is also a dwarf.
True spit.
Yeah, so Phrygius, true sight is true saliva. So Phrygius spit on it, and he said, "Oh, these are fake." And but the dwarven lady, who sounds like this, spit on the tickets at the boat, and she's like, "These are fine," because she was distracted a little bit. So the three.
She's not a dwarf.
That's our coffee pot beeping. So Brunner, which is Grim, playing as his father. Porky, which is Misiko, being a dwarf. And Clairman, who is Burb, being his old master. You know, they're disguised by the mask of many faces. They're on the boat. They're heading down to their quarters. Underneath the boat, in the cargo hold, Arlo and Jack are down there with their cart. In the cargo hold with a creature that is large and menacing that they've not seen before. And the last thing that happened was a garrison or a company of orcs. Just, I think more of a garrison might be a better term, or a squad maybe. Also walked onto the boat. They seem to be traveling to the Round Isle as well. So that is where we end.
How about that?
Our recap. And we begin this episode as you walk down. And also you met a hunched over elven man whose name is Slivius Bile, who was leading you down the stairs to your quarters.
So we're starting with me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll start with y'all.
Mr. Bile, I have a question for you.
Yes, Mr. Bruno.
In your many years of travel, have you ever met a race or person from a specific race that could speak into one's mind?
Well, that's an interesting, kind of off-the-wall question.
Yes.
You've just joined us on this boat. I do not know off the top of my head, but it is something that I will consider and get back to you. I will consider this. If I could come up with an answer after I get these soldiers situated, I will come back to you and try to. If I can think of something, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I met a guy who could juggle once. Is it like that?
No.
You said telepathy or telekinesis?
Telepathy.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Speaking to someone's mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
So then I thank him and I just follow him. Go to my room.
Okay.
Are we all share the same room?
So you guys come down the stairs, and so the way the ship is set up is you walk down the stairs and you're walking towards the back of the ship. Mm-hmm. The stairs go down and you're facing the back of the ship. In the back of this second level that you're on, there's like a lounge area. There's like couches and chairs and stuff and tables for people to hang out at. And then directly to your right is a door, and directly to your left is a door, and going backwards from where you are is a long hallway of stuff. So if you'll look at this map, this is a lounge area, all rooms on each side.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's two stairways. There's a stairway at the front and the stairway is the one you're coming in.
All right.
And he ushers you to the right. He says, "You've actually booked the final room aboard our ship. The three of you should be rather comfortable in here." And he opens the door and says, "You're home for the next 4 to 5 days, maybe a week or so, depending."
Mm. Thank you, Mr. Bile.
You're very welcome, Mr. Brunner.
And
Porky. Clairman, was it? Yes, it's Clairman.
I step in and sit cross-legged on the bed and put my hands on my knees.
Okay.
And close my eyes.
Can I get any of you anything before my duties as quartermaster begin to ramp up as we set sail? Would you like anything to eat or anything to drink?
Tic Tacs.
Porky says, "Do you have any meat?" Well, yes, we do have some meat down in the galley. Actually, for you, Porky, if you'd like just to go down there, they're serving food at all times. It's a buffet line. I'm sure you enjoy that kind of thing. You can go downstairs and grab you something to eat later.
Like a large mug of meat, please.
Actually, you're right. I truly am busy. So I will be going. Thank you all very much for joining us. And as you know, the Orc army, the Continental Army, can be a little bit rambunctious. So if you wouldn't mind steering clear of them and not causing any trouble, that'd be great. I'm not saying you're causing the trouble, but they tend to cause trouble wherever they go. They'll be stationed on each of our different of our 4 levels here on the ship. So do just be careful and try not to get on their bad side. It's easy to do.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Does he leave the room?
He leaves the room.
Clement, could you please lock the door? Excellent. As soon as that happens, I turn into the woman, the guard or whatever.
Okay.
Goes on the thing. I want to probe her mind for what she knows about the thing downstairs.
Okay. Roll wisdom for me.
Heavens.
I'm not going to make you roll to remember her face because it's just recently.
Mm-hmm.
So roll to remember her roll.
15.
Okay. So you're doing okay. You at first the first thing we do with this first roll is get in there with some surface level stuff. So you become the lady. For all intents and purposes, her name is Marge.
Marge.
So you are now Marge. You're Marge. You're sitting on the bed, and in her mind, you can feel that she's a little bit stressed out. The bad weather, worse than normal. She's not looking forward to this trip. She's tired of sailing around. She's getting older. She is a little bit, antsy about something. And you can tell that the soldiers coming past her currently are making her uneasy.
Okay. Roll again.
Yeah, if you want to go deeper, roll wisdom.
24.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you do go deeper. So, at first glance, what's making her nervous is the orcs. And also, what you're doing now, going deeper, you're doing a good job of it. You're doing it effectively. So, you're not, there's not any confusion as to who you are, what you're doing occurring to you. So, the more you're, thinking and meditating on this, you're able to know that she's also nervous about what's in the cargo hold. She's not particularly familiar with this. She's not comfortable with the fact that they're carrying such a dangerous animal. Mm-hmm. They don't know why. She's very upset that why just because Ronald Witherbranch is dead, we have to cart all of his dangerous stuff from different places back to the Round Isle. We should have put this thing down. It's not worth keeping. It should be killed anyway. It's too dangerous. It's probably killed people before.
Does she know what it looks like?
She's not seen it. She only knows its reputation.
I turn into Slivius.
All right,
We're going.
Roll wisdom with disadvantage.
We're going deep.
Okay. Well, I got a 1.
Okay. So when you do that, you start.
Looks like a caricature.
When you turn into Slivius, Claremont and Porky are watching on real quick, and they're just kind of looking at each other, trying to figure this out, what you're doing. And as you go to transform from Marge to Slivius, you just your eyes kind of roll back a little bit, and you're starting to feel some pain in your head. So you do take a little. We're gonna give you a little bit of psychic damage on this one. You're gonna take 4 psychic damage from doing this. And another thing is that for a split second, you don't remember who you started out as. Brunner starts to mix with Marge a little bit, and Grim, your reality as Grim is it doesn't slip completely from you, but it's almost it starts to feel slippery. Who you were originally starts to feel slippery, knowing about yourself, knowing your name or whatever. Knowing what you're good at and your skills and stuff like that starts to, it feels like you're far away and it might be hard to return. But you do take 4 damage, and then you, after a brief second, become Slivius Bile in a kind of confused and defunct state.
I'm going to take the
mask off. Okay. So you take it off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you take it off and you relax. You are Grim again, and you feel a lot better.
When he removes the mask, does everybody go back to their natural state?
Yes. So, Jack, you Jack, you return to your natural state as being Jack. Clearman goes back to Burb, and Burb says, "Shoot." And Porky turns back into Misiko, so he stretches out long ways, and he says, "Grim, why did you remove the mask?
It is a dangerous artifact, Misko.
Didn't you say it was made by the gods?"
Yes.
Well, it seems nothing they do is undangerous.
I'll tell you what. Never mind.
What do you want to tell me?
I'll tell you what, but I won't be now. It'll be later.
Well, I can make you two turn back into who you want to be, but I'm going to just be Grim for a while. I might take a nap. I don't know.
I intend to stay in here. Also, I don't believe that anyone on the ship actually knows who I am. So I may be fine to be me. Misiko.
But you don't have a ticket.
There's no picture on my ticket.
That's
I suppose I could avoid Marge.
Yeah, we got 2 extras.
You do as you please. But if you get caught, don't bring us into it.
Very well. Burb may stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes. Burb, do you want me to change you back?
Burb enjoys hearing the sound sore thumb, and you hear him say sore thumb. What'd you say?
Does he want me to change it back?
Burb.
Burb the mask.
Burb okay.
No.
Burb okay unless need change.
Okay.
If you're gonna rest a minute, let's cut
I'll
cut to Jack and Arlo.
Let's do it. I want to go and get eyes on the cage.
Okay. So you walk over to the cage, passing by other stuff. The bunnies. We're just gonna not talk about them anymore because they're just filler to fill out this area. There is a bear cub in there. The bear cub sniffs you as you walk by, but it's kind of docile. But as you get to the back, the closer you get to the back of the cargo hold, the more stomping and the more snorting you hear, and the cage begins to rattle a little bit. And as you approach, you see a big Oh, you just do it. You're personifying yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, what you see is the largest bull-shaped creature you have ever seen in your life.
That's the great big cage?
Yeah. The great big cage. It's like an 8-foot tall bull. Wait, hold on, let me make sure I've got that right.
The Brovine.
That's a lot of bull.
What's large? What's large?
Up to 16 feet tall, but over 8 feet.
Okay, yeah. So this is like a 10-foot tall bull. It is snorting.
That's more than frog size.
And it is snorting and pawing hoofing the ground at you. But what's interesting about this bull is that it looks to be armor plated. It is like covered in armor almost.
Like metal armor or like armadillo kind of
It's
armor?
not man-made. Its skin is metal.
Drop down and go over to where he is.
Okay, so you walk up and you see the same thing. Its skin is metal for all intents and purposes.
Can I see anybody else around here?
No, there's nobody else in the cargo hold right now.
Can I go back to just being Arlo while I take it all in?
Of course you can.
Cool.
But yes, it has got this, and as it snorts, you can see kind of this like green coming out of it.
Sweet.
Its eyes are black, and it's got big old long horns, and it's just this big metal-looking thing.
Did I see this anywhere at all in Withered Ronald Branch's book?
I'd say roll to check it out.
All right, what am I rolling?
Roll intelligence to navigate this big old book.
The great big
That's
book
a
of
nat
everything
20
with
plus
everything
another.
inside.
Good lord, are all your dices today all 20s? That's fine by me.
I rolled some on an app. I rolled some on a dice.
All right, so nat 20. Yes, you find it immediately. You turn to the page, and Arlo, whenever you look at the creature, you turn to Jack, and you say, "This is a Gorgon."
But in Arlo's voice.
Yes, it's a Gorgon, is what I'm telling you. Sorry.
Jack, I think that's one of them Gorgons here in this book. Here, look. See it? See?
Gorgon.
Yeah. One of them, that looks like it, don't it?
What is it?
Pronounce Gorgon.
So you can he read the description of it?
It'd take me an hour.
You can sound it out. He sounds it out. So what he sees what you can read is that it does not particularly good or evil.
Does it have like stats on it?
It doesn't have stats the way we have stats for
Yeah,
it.
I just mean like, does it have like this thing shoots acid out of its butthole?
You see, it talks about its horns. Its horns are good for goring things. Its hooves are very, very sharp. Its breath is what you need to avoid. It exhales petrifying gas in a 30-foot cone. You know that
should have brought the mints.
You want to stay out from in front of it because it can petrify things with its breath. Also, another thing that it says, if it gets moving too fast over a long distance, it can really knock you down. It can really hurt you. So if you're capturing it or fighting it, you don't want to let it get up to speed, and you don't want to get hit by its breath.
I'm the juggernaut.
Yeah, pretty much. Any good recipes for it?
No good recipes.
Oh, dang.
This is the first one he's caught.
Okay. All right. So, Jack, I don't really know where this thing here comes from, but do you think this is one of Ronald's critters? I mean, we dispatched him, right?
It's hard to say. We didn't see it down below his home.
That's true. If it's going over to the island that we're going to, where you think they ought to be taking it? You think Ronald had somebody over there, maybe?
Could be going to his brother.
Arlo, on the sheet, you notice that at the bottom you recognize, or at the bottom of each page, you see some words that you've recognized. One of them says outside of stable outside of Fark. One of them says when you turn to the basilisk page, you can see home holding area or whatever. It seems to have notes that say where these creatures were held,
okay,
or where he was sending them, or where he wanted them to be put. This one says, I wish I had my map on me.
It says Detroit.
Sorry, my apologies. I get my phone out and check out my map.
Jack, it looks like on these pages down here in the bottom area, like some kind of, I guess what they call like an inventory.
Yeah, this
where
one
things
says,
might be at.
At the very bottom, this one says Bone Mountain Stables.
This one here says something about a Boney Mountain stable. You ever heard of that?
I have not. We will have to check a map when we get to the Round Isle.
The Round Isle.
I was going to say Round Haven.
That's very fantasy-like. So yeah, that's what you know about it. You know essentially where it came from and where it was being held by old Ronald.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jack, if it's all right with you, I think I'm going to stay down here for a little bit. If I can observify things for a little while, I can kind of get a better handle on becoming these critters at a later time.
I think that's an excellent idea, Arlo. I may have to stay down here as well until we hear something going on up top.
Why do you think that is?
If you've noticed, I don't look like my father anymore.
Well, a little bit.
So we will have to wait and see.
Just stuff your shirt with pillows.
All right, well, I reckon that'll be fine.
If the disguise comes back, I'll head back up. But otherwise, I don't want to risk being noticed. You did see all those guards boarding the ship, did you not?
I don't think I did.
Oh, you were...
Neither of y'all saw that.
Neither of us?
No, because you're already in the cargo hold.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, we were deposited.
Yep.
I thought we were still at the top of the ramp. Never mind.
No, sorry. Yeah, you already went into the cargo hold.
Should you going back to the wagon? That fella said he was going to come back and bring old puppy dog some food.
I think it would be easier to hide behind one of the cages if something goes wrong. So
I agree.
I'm going to look around.
I think I'm going to see if I can get up behind a couple of these crates and just get in a good watching spot so I can keep an eye on this critter.
As will I.
Okay, you want to roll to hide for me?
Rolling to hide.
13.
What roll would that be? Just a straight up
Stealth?
Yeah, just stealth.
That's a 17 plus a 2. That's a 19.
Okay.
No, I got a +4 on the stealth. I'm doing good. 21.
Nice. What you got, Brice?
13.
Okay. Yep. So y'all are good because also roll perception.
I could percept that.
Y'all are both hidden from what's about to come down.
That
here.
is a 2, but it's plus 6, so 8.
7.
Okay. You guys do not see, or you don't hear it before. You don't hear anything before the door opens. But also, what you did pass on the way to this cage, you passed 2 of those staircases. The staircase at the front of the ship, so where your cart is near a staircase.
Okay.
That you kind of had to travel past it to get to the very front of the ship hold, as well as you walk past the staircase to get to this big cage.
So the staircase isn't like at the end of anything. It's like in the middle?
Yeah. So...
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry, your cargo is down here. This is the cargo hold. So this would be the front of the ship. You got a staircase here and a staircase there in the middle. So the staircase is nearby, I guess, where you're hiding, depending upon. And you hear, after the door opens for them to come down, you hear... Why we gotta be in the cargo hold? I want to be up top where we can see the ocean. It's dark and stinky down here, and I know they got a gorgon. We're supposed to be making sure nobody comes down here and makes harm with it, but I don't want to be turned to stone. Well, I'm sorry, all right. I don't make the calls. It's him. He's the one who got us down here. Nobody likes him. And you see 3 orcs coming down from your hiding spot. And these 2 orcs that are talking back and forth are very upset. And the last one that spoke is pointing at the orc mage who is silently walking down the stairs. And so you have 2 soldiers and 1 mage coming down, seemingly to keep watch over the cargo hold. You hear the first one say, "Well, I'm gonna stand over there at the front. They say there's your puppy dog down here. I might get me a few pets in, if you know what I mean." "What do you mean?" "Me, I'm gonna pet the dog." "What do you mean you're going to pet? Why'd you say, do you know what I mean?" "Well, I wanted to make sure you know what I mean by petting the dog." "Of course I know what you mean by petting the dog. If you're going to pet the dog, just say you're going to pet the dog. Fine, I'm going to go find the dog and pet it. You stay down here with the gorgon."
Jack's looking across the room at Arlo, just like canting his head to the side, like, get out there. Do it.
Arlo's kind of looking back, like, arms up in the air, like, what? Resignedly, I just kind of like, fine, all right. I'm going back to doggy mode then.
And the orc mage says, "Will both of you shut up? Ridiculous, they have me down here in this cargo hold."
All right, so I'm mastiffing it up, and I'm walking down the center aisle, just kind of headed back.
So you got to kind of come out from your box.
Yeah.
Okay, and you go down to the middle. So at this point, you have 1 orc guard that's down there on the other end, and then you have the soldier and the mage over there kind of near the gorgon's cage, split kind of by the whole ship. So you come out. Are you hiding, or are you like making noise or whatever?
I'm trying to dog it up. I don't think a dog would be trying to hide. He's just walking around.
So he hears your nails on the wood floor, and the 1 orc says, "Oh, there he is! Come here, little one. I want to give you a pet."
If you know what I mean.
If a dog could shrug.
Yeah.
All right, I start wagging the tail. I head that way.
He walks over
I'm
there.
a friendly dog.
Says, Hey, I found a dog. He over here. We can pet him. He's pretty big though." He gives you a few pets. Boy, I'm tired of messing with all these frightening, scary creatures. I miss the dogs and the cats of the world.
Arlo sits down. He's just taking it all in.
Okay.
He's enjoying the praise.
Also, nothing licks up blood like a dog, eh? And they both the other orcs from the other end says, they laugh, say, "Yeah, that's right. That's certainly right." And then the mage one says, "Again, would you please shut up? I don't want to be down here in the first place, and I certainly don't want to be down here with you buffoons."
Arlo doesn't say much. He's taking in the pet.
Bark.
Okay, so
no bark.
He kind of stops petting you and he starts looking around, just doing his guard thing.
I'm going for the unintimidating dog creature.
Okay.
You do it.
I do that. You said he's like looking around at the crates and stuff now?
Yeah, he's just kind of poking around.
All right, I want to head back to the wagon.
Okay. You go there. Jack, what are you up to? Just watching?
Yeah. I'm just, I was behind like the biggest cage I could find to be the most well hidden.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get under the wagon?
Sure.
All right,
Alright, so Arlo's under the wagon. Cool. So that's pretty much all that's happening down there.
Nice.
You do hear some conversation from the guys again. You hear one of them from the other and say, "Hey, what do you think about that captain? What do you think about it?" And the other one says, "I don't know. I always thought all the orcs were in the army. I never heard of no girl orc captain in no ship. But she seems alright to me. I don't know much about her. Seems pretty. I like the way she looks. But she's a little bit crass for me." That's about all you hear. That's kind of the conversation. They're talking about the captain.
That'll work.
Okay, let's cut back to Grimly and Clairman and Burb. What else is other stuff y'all want to do?
No, I'm just hanging out until they move away or something.
You're being stealthily hitified?
Yeah.
Is Clairman... No, Burb is not Clairman anymore, right? Burb?
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
bourbon mystical.
Everybody is back.
I get off the bed, and I walk over to Burb and Misko, and I put the mask back on, and I say, I think I'm going to go out for a little bit. I'm going to give you back your disguises just in case you need to leave the room.
Okay.
And then I do that.
Alright, so they come. "Thank you, Grim." And Burb says, "Thank you." As it's difficult for him to make that transformation.
Are you disguising yourself as yourself?
Yeah. Oh, well, I have the mask on, but yeah. Did I see a way to get down into the cargo area from
You
up
don't
top?
know specifically where these staircases go, but you imagine based on the way ships are constructed, you'd have to keep going down. And so,
well, did I see like a staircase
yeah,
going
so
down?
under like the staircase that you came down on the back side of it goes down another level.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I wish to...
Descend.
Burb, will you... No, Clairman, sorry. Will you step outside the room and see if there's anybody in the hallway?
Of course I will.
Thank you.
He opens the door and looks out, and he peeks around. And he says, "Oh!" And he shuts the door again. And he
Nobody
says,
there.
"Grim, there are 3 orc soldiers and one of those hooded figures on this floor. It seems."
Excellent. Where are they? Are they by the stairs?
There is the one mage is by the stairs. The one mage is in the front, kind of as far away from you as you can get down the ship. There are 3 of the orcs sitting in the lounge area, which is very close to you. If you go out of your door and to the right, they're right there.
Okay. And stairs are over by the other guy?
The stairs are like directly in front of you. So if you open your door, you're like looking at the stairs coming down. To go left would be to go to the back of the stairs and then go down. To go right would be to go to the front and go up. If you look all the way to the left to the front of the ship, which is probably a solid 100 feet or so, there's the orc mage walking around the other end of the ship. To your right, maybe 20 feet away, is the lounge where all the orcs are. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take off my armor,
Okay.
and because it gives me disadvantage on stealth checks. So I'm
Right.
gonna take off my armor. And I'm gonna set it on the thing.
Okay.
Um,
That's cool. I like this.
armor bonus. I have none armor. Apply. Done. I don't
You
know.
leave it in the room.
Yeah, I'm leaving it in the room. And then I'm going to try to stealth into the downstairs.
Okay. What did your armor look like again? I forget.
It's a half plate. So
But
it's just
it's
like
worked into your coat, isn't it?
no. I took the coat off.
Okay, gotcha.
Actually, I could put the coat back on because that's light armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that because it's light armor.
So
Okay.
this is like an actual transformation. Like if somebody touches you, they don't
Yeah, this is-
feel a
this is
Misiko
an
inside
actual-
the dwarf.
Yeah, this isn't this guy's self,
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah.
and that's part of the reason why you it's like you're kind of reproducing another person,
Okay.
become another person.
Yeah. All right. Oh man. Jeebs. Oh, I got a 6.
Okay. So what's nice about this 6 is that you're far enough away that you could run. What's not so great about this 6 is that
Well,
you will get noticed.
I wanna like open the door and kind of lunge out.
Yeah.
So
Sure. Okay, so what happens is you open the door and you lunge out, and the 3 orcs to your right turn, and it's like, what's that? The mage on the other end doesn't notice. He's too far away.
okay.
But you jump to the other side of the stairs, and by the time you do that, you hear them stand up, and they're coming to like, what in the world was that?
Did they see me?
They saw a shadowy figure shoot out of that room
Okay.
into behind the stairs. You have broken line of sight. They are walking towards. They are walking towards you at this point.
This ship is cursed.
Okay. I use the mask and I turn into one of the orc mages.
All right, roll wisdom for me.
Oh jeez, come on. 24.
Okay, that helps you out. So on the other side of the thing, you turn into an orc mage, and you're standing there, and you feel not very smart, but also you feel this dark, sinister energy coursing through you. You feel like there's a lot of evil weighing you down at this point.
All right.
You do not feel good. It is not a good feeling. But you stand there as an orc mage as they come around the corner, and they say, "What? You're supposed to be downstairs."
How do they talk?
Their accent is a little bit more like evil villain British, I guess. Like
Okay.
downstairs, I said like, "Shut up, you buffoons."
Okay.
I think is what I said.
I know I'm supposed to be down there, but I'm up here now, checking on things. Go away.
All right, roll a performance check.
I get a 10. Wait, what? Am I using modifiers of 0 or mine?
We're gonna call them 0. Yeah.
Okay, so 10.
Sorry, I need to get my sheet to roll stuff. And this will be what, wisdom check for these orkies, I think. They rolled well. So the orcs is no, you're definitely supposed to be down there.
I know, I'm going...
Just because you have the robes don't mean you're better than us, alright? You need to be downstairs.
I don't think I'm better than you. I'm trying to go back downstairs.
What are you doing up here then?
Going back downstairs.
So you came up the stairs to come back down the stairs?
It's called cardio.
You're on a ship. You're doing your exercises. There's no PT on the ship. That's part of the good thing about us leaving. We don't have to run drills. Go downstairs, relax. We're hanging out in the lounge. If you get bored and somebody changes your post, you come up here and hang out with us. Or you could trade with him down there. He's not very sorry. He's down there hanging out by himself.
Oh, well, I may take you up on that.
But get back downstairs.
I'm
Those are
going.
your orders. All right. So they go back over there to the couches and stuff.
Cool. On my way back downstairs, I transform into gun.
Okay. Roll another wisdom check.
20, not natural.
Okay. Cool. So you're downstairs, and you are now in the galley. The way the galley is set up is what you immediately see is in the back of the ship, just this big kitchen. You see all the cabinets. You see a chef back there, souffling and doing all the crap he does, cooking. Big old kitchen back there. Behind you and behind the staircase, down the very center of this long ship area, this big open area. There's no walls in here. The only thing that's wall-like is the staircases and the poles from the masts that go all the way through. But in the very center, down the length of the center of the ship, for most of it, except for where the kitchen area and then some at the front, there's a big buffet line.
Okay.
There's food out there. The food's hot, and people are kind of going back and forth getting something to eat. It's supper time, and down each side of the ship are big long tables where everybody's seated, and then at the other end is kind of some open spot and another staircase that goes up.
Is there a staircase behind me that goes down?
And the one that you just came out of, another one is kind of another go down thing.
I'm going down.
Okay, real quick.
Wait, that's lower than where we are, or
That's right above you.
oh, okay.
Yep. So the way the ship, so now that you've seen all of it, the way the ship is upper deck, quarter area where you're staying. The galley is the third level, and then cargo is the bottom.
Gotcha.
Before you go, would you want to roll a perception check to look around, or do you not take the time to look around this room?
I think I would, because I imagine I'm coming down. If there's a rope thing, I grab it and I'm looking around as I turn and go down. Oh, no, I don't see nothing.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Would you like to roll stealth again to get through this room?
Yes. I got a 14.
All right, that will get you through.
Dope.
Cool.
And then I go downstairs.
All right, you go downstairs. So you clippity clop. Dang it! I'll say it again. You walk down those stairs. You didn't see anything. You didn't get a chance to really eye anybody in the galley. You didn't really get a chance to see anybody. But you go down and you can hear the roll perception again for me, actually.
25.
Okay. So yeah, on your way down this time, you hear you hear that end of that conversation. You hear what they were talking about the captain. You heard that they were referring to the captain as a female orc. They were concerned that why is she not in the army, but she seemed pretty or whatever. I don't know. And you can also hear the mage telling them that they're buffoons, and so you can already go ahead and you know for a fact there are 2 soldiers and a mage down there.
Do I know? Can with my perception can I know where they are?
Yeah, you can as you come down the stairs. So essentially, the way the stairs work is like you're kind of in the dark above place because when you first get into that area, you're looking at the back of the stairs that are above you. Mm-hmm. So you're in the darkness. You can't really see much, but you can tell that there's a soldier and a mage kind of right in front of you at the bottom of these stairs, kind of, and you can hear from farther back that other soldier kind of back down the ship, and you can also hear the sounds of the Gorgon. You can hear the snorting and the hoofing.
So they're how close are the soldier and the mage?
Together.
How close are they to me?
They're really close to the bottom of the stairs. They're probably 15 feet ish away from you, as the crow flies.
Okay.
Inside the ship.
It's kind of hops from one place to the other.
I'm gonna. Well, does my stealth check apply to this, or do I need to roll again?
I think the stealth check was applied to you getting through that original room. I don't want to overroll you, but I feel like it would make sense.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. That was my throat made that noise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll try to stealth again and get over to. I want to just kind of run in and punch the mage in the face.
Okay, so you want to stealth for a surprise attack.
Sure.
Okay.
I got a 14, so same roll.
And stealth passive perception is what again?
It's 8 plus their perception score. Well, if it's a monster sheet, it tells you passive perception.
The mages are something of my own design.
Okay, then it would be 8 plus their wisdom score and plus proficiency if they're proficient in perception.
Okay, so yeah, you pass. Neither of them see you. Nobody sees you on the way, so you will definitely have a surprise round of attack if you want to go ahead and roll initiative if this is what you intend to do.
Yep, I got 10 for my initiative.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Oh.
Brice, what's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
Alright, so Jack
things
and
are
Arlo, I'm going to need you guys to roll perception then initiative, please.
Okay. We are percepting and initiative.
Nat 20 perception.
What can I do?
5 initiative. No. 5 plus 5 initiative. 10 initiative.
8 perception and 17 initiative.
See, right now we need a hat that we can pull out conversation
yeah,
starters on, and we can discuss things while Keith sets up the initiative order.
Yeah, Grim, what's up? What's your roll?
10 for initiative.
Okay. Jack?
10 for initiative.
Roll your 10s again.
Do it.
8.
Arlo?
17.
13.
Okay, so we'll say you got a 10.5 and Grim got a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be Arlo will be going first, so roll that perception that you had.
8.
Well, of course, Grim's going to go first, and then the roll, the order.
Yeah, quick setup for the action scene here because I'm underneath a wagon.
Right. That's what I'm trying to give you with.
I'm guessing I'm behind the Gorgon.
Yeah, we're both hidden. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, the whole thing is what I like to do with initiative is that if I don't put everybody into initiative, then the timing for the rest of you will be off. So I like if we're going to have combat, if we're going to zoom in on like 6 seconds worth of time at a time, it's easier for us to keep track, I think.
Yeah.
Jack, Grim, and then... Cool.
Yeah, I was discussing, I think it was with you, that we needed the little hat of conversation starters.
I think so, yeah. That would be cool.
So now I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just talking about stuff.
Well,
Well,
that's always a good place to
subject,
start. Okay, so Grim, what do you do first?
I'll run up to the mage and I'm gonna give him the old 1-2-2 punch.
Okay, give it to him.
Ping, ping.
But I'm gonna start.
I got a nat 20 to hit, baby.
All right, that's awesome.
Okay,
Roll
so
damage on
roll.
So you just come sprint. I love just open the door. Oh, there's people down here. Smack.
18 damage on the first hit.
All right, nice.
I would just love to see like you find enemies at the bottom of the stairs. You just jump off, fist ablazing.
Is this like a Superman punch?
Um,
Like you just jump off the bottom stair and then right in the face?
well, they're 15 feet away, so I can't do that.
Not from the bottom of the stairs. They're 15 feet away from you from the top of the stairs. I just picture you're using some movement speed here to get to them.
Yeah, I guess I'll like run down the stairs as fast as possible and like leap off and deck him in the cheek. And I'll be on. I want to be on the left side of him, and
Okay.
or on the side opposite of the soldier.
Okay, yeah. So in my mind, if you're looking at him, mage's on the right, soldiers on the left. So you want to go to the right.
So yeah, I want to swing in with the left punch then.
Gotcha.
He was an imposter.
Yeah. Second, I got a 9 to hit on the second one. I'm assuming
That's
that
not
is
going to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Yep, not going to hit. Okay, so you punch him one time with your fisticuffs with your necrotic damage, and you punch him in the face, and like some of the necrotic damage melts some of his skin off, and he says, "What is going on?" And he looks at you and says, "You will die for this." And that is what he'll say to you. It is now Arlo's turn. Arlo, what you have just witnessed from the bottom and very far away, between you and the action is an orc soldier who has just turned to see this going on. And what you see if you roll perception for me. This is a sight one, so it's not going to be
It's
advantage.
6 + 6 = 12.
You do see Grim jump. Well, we really don't
smell
see
him
Grim. He's well stealth, but you do see someone jumping off the stairs and punching the orc mage in the face, and you hear the orc mage threaten Grim's life.
That's totally grim.
So, with this stuff, I would imagine we're going to take this turn for you to absorb this, look at it, and you'll be able to act on your next one with your perception and everything. Does that make sense? Is that cool with everybody?
I guess. I can't make a movement.
Yeah, you can move. You can absolutely move if you want to
Okay.
move toward it.
Seeing all this stuff going down, it's got me thinking, all right, something's not quite right. Can I use my movement speed to dash back to where Jack is?
You wouldn't make it all the way there? Sorry, I was sipping. Because the ship is longer than... What's your movement speed?
With dash, I got 80 feet.
80 feet. The ship is still longer than that. It's a long boy.
So I went from one side of the ship to the other? Okay.
Wait, the Gorgon's in the back and the cart's in the front.
Two opposite
Yeah,
ends.
y'all are in the opposite ends. And
I'll get as far as I can.
Gotcha. And we weren't in combat for measuring your walking speed. Your walking speed.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
So, yeah, you get as far as you can. You're probably three quarters of the way there.
Okay.
Also, if you're listening at home, don't hold me to that math later on. As far as like the ship being 150 feet long or whatever, we'll deal with that. But you get about 3/4 of the way there. You do sprint past the orc, but he thinks you're a dog that's interested in what's going on. He's not concerned about that. So that'll be your turn.
Nice.
Orc numero 1 is the one over there by you, Arlo. So he's going to dash as well towards that area, and he is going to get probably about halfway there.
Towards the area that I'm heading to? Or
Yeah,
towards
he's going towards the action.
I wasn't heading towards the action. I was heading towards the Jack.
He is near the action.
The action is between us.
Okay.
Yes.
That'll work.
We're at two ends of the ship. They just came down the stairs.
That makes better sense. Okay.
Yeah, and the stairs that came down are rather close to the rear of the ship.
Got it.
Okay. If you'll... Here, I'll show you again on the mappies. So, action is occurring. Consider this to be your staircase.
Okay. Towards the stern.
Yeah, staircase, Gorgon's back here.
Okay.
Probably. Cart was up here. You come sprinting down this way, and so your action is occurring in this area.
Okay.
And Jack is kind of in the very back of the ship.
So I've made about 3/4 to the baction.
Yep. Bryce, am I okay in saying that you're towards almost the very rear of the ship?
I was I'm pretty sure. Is the Gorkin cage like a cage, or is it like a box with a cage front? Because it was dark, so I'm assuming
it's like a box with a cage front.
Yeah. All right, so I'm behind the big box.
So right at the back of the ship.
Yeah, all the way in the back.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. So this fella's going to dash. He's going to make it about halfway the length of the ship. Because I'm already messing up the math, but I'm just trying to get everybody,
There.
So, he's going. Orc number 2 is going to say, "You what?" He's going to take out his great axe off his back and step towards you, Grim, and swing it on you.
Where did you move towards?
I didn't move.
Okay.
Yeah, it hadn't been my turn yet.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'm going to hit you with a 7.
No.
So he swings it, and you're able to your lightness from not having your heavy armor on allows you to dodge this one. And he swings his axe and buries it into the wooden floor of the ship. Says, "Oh, missed him." Now Jackaroonie, it's your turn.
Can I stealth to like the next little set of cages or something?
What?
Just to get closer.
To get closer to them?
Yeah.
Sure. You could probably move around to your left to get behind some more boxes to get within, like, how close do you want to be?
Somewhere where I can get out and attack with my movement speed before.
You could probably do that from here, honestly, if you wanted to. You're close enough.
I'd like to be able to go. I want to get within 15 feet of them.
Okay, gotcha.
So that
So
I
you
can
need to move
attack
first.
and come back.
You need to move first.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember all your rogue stuff? Because I don't. What you have the options to do?
Yeah.
Can you not leave, attack somebody, then disengage and dash or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can. Yeah, I know it all.
Okay, sorry. I forget of these things.
All right.
So you can move around to the left if you want to stealth.
Okay. 19 to stealth.
Use stealth.
Okay.
Nobody hears you slink around, so you creep out. Huh?
I do.
Yeah.
Your passive perception is that high?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. So you slink. So yeah, Grim, you see him slink out from behind the Gorgon cage, and then around kind of to the left.
Is there anyone with their back to me?
At this point, both of your enemies will have their back to you.
Okay. Then how far did I move to get over to that cage?
We'll say you move 15 feet.
Okay. So. Okay, then that's all I'm gonna do then.
Okay, wanna wait for the next turn?
Because I'd have to move out, then move back, and
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so you're in position. Grim, it is your turn once more.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the old punch again.
Okay.
11 to hit the mage.
That would have missed him.
Okay. What do you get? 13 to hit the mage?
That will also miss him.
Dang it.
So a couple punches. The mage has got your number on these. He's taking your punches and doing the blocks for a kung fu movie, and he blocks both of your punches on that one.
At some
and
point
then
he just holds up a block. You punch it.
he responds with doing something.
So you currently look like one of the mages, right?
No.
Okay.
He changed back.
All right. So.
Yeah, well, I've got the mask on, but yeah.
Okay.
As soon as he came down the stairs, he changed back into Grim.
Got it.
He is going to cast a fire shield on himself. So he looks at you and then he does the Dragon Ball Z move with his arms, and he doesn't shout or anything for 6 episodes. He lights his hands on fire, then that fire comes
Dragon Ball Z.
and it covers his whole body, and he's kind of wreathed in flame here. And he says, "Give me your worst."
Okay.
And that's going to be his turn.
Turns around and punches the air. That's about as bad as it gets.
He turns into Bertha.
Arlo, it's your turn.
My turn. All right. Can I use my movement and my whatnots to get up to where Jack is at?
You will have to dash to get all the way to Jack.
Okay.
He'll be outside of 40 feet for you.
Okay. That uses up my action or anything?
A dash would use your action.
Okay.
That dash would be an action.
Okay. Well, I got 3/4 of the way there. How much farther is it? I got 40 feet of regular movement speed.
Right.
Okay.
I think Jack will be outside of 40 feet for you at this point.
All right.
Is that not correct, math?
He moved 80 feet on his last turn. You said that was 3/4 of the way.
Okay, I guess 40 feet would get him to the back, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no,
Okay.
40 feet. Yeah, sorry, my math is wrong. Absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna use my speed and my nosiness to find where Jack went to, and I'm gonna head his way.
Okay, roll perception if you're looking for him, because he rolled
19 for stealth.
19 for stealth.
That's a 10 and a
The stream.
20. Not natural.
All right, so an unnatural 20 will allow you to sniff up Jack.
All right.
You know where Jack
sniffed
is.
a Jack. I found a Jack. I come up to Jack. Can I demastifize myself?
But you have not rolled stealth, so you are noticed by the orcs and stuff.
I am noticed.
You never rolled stealth.
Okay.
You're a dog running by, so without rolling the stealth just to find him, you're essentially walking up to Jack and pointing at him and kind of pointing him out. They don't know what you're looking at this point because they can't
I thought
see
I
it.
was like running up behind the crates and stuff. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you will have some sort of cover, but you will not be necessarily stealthed.
Okay.
It would have to be a high. If you don't want to be seen doing this, I have to ask you to stealth.
Yeah,
next turn.
well, on the next turn. Anyway, I was going to demastifize and I was going to cast Pass Without Trace.
I guess you could roll stealth for this one to hide, but you'd have to do a next action in the next turn.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, that's a 23 to stealth.
All right, so you go behind this box, sniff out Jack, and hey dude, found you. And then you squirm into the back of this box where nobody can see you as well.
Yeah.
So now you're both completely concealed by the orcs, and then next round you'll be able to do whatever you want unseen.
Well, the only thing I've done so far is move.
Well, you sniffed him out and rolled stealth. That was 2 rolls. A hide is definitely an action.
Perception checks are an action as well.
Okay.
I have been generous. So you're stealth. So next turn. Who's next? The orc boys will be next. Orc number 1, he's going to dash. He's going to dash again, and he will be right here at the action. So he's very nearby, and he is saying, We're gonna wipe the floor with your blood, and your dog gets in here. This rather adorable's gonna lick it up, right, Pooch? And he looks around for you and can't see you.
Oh, how tragic, sir.
I'm compelled to bark, but I do not.
Okay. Orc number 2 is going to swing his great axe again at you, Zenas or Grim.
Bringeth it.
He will roll a 17 to hit you.
That willeth hit.
Okay. So that will do yibbity jabbity bow. I'm hitting the mic twice. I apologize for that. Pooch.
You're too out of the game. I'm not maximizing Grimm's actions.
What you mean?
Because I could have cast a spiritual weapon as a bonus action, so I have like a 3rd attack each turn.
You shall take 14 damage from a great axe.
Ooh.
He gets you a good chop right in the hip with his great axe.
Just a flesh wound.
You try to dodge it, and he gets you in the hip with it. He says, "Taste that one." As you begin to leak a little bit from the great axe wound.
I'm leaking. Oh
no. Jack, it's your turn, sir.
Alright.
What's the mighty putty on
I'm
there?
going to run out from behind this thing and going to attack the guard, one of them that's not facing towards me.
Okay. So the one that just arrived would be facing kind of y'all's way. The mage and the one that just hit Zenas would not be.
Okay. So I'm going to just chop him straight on the back.
Mage or soldier?
Which one? So is it like
One of them. So yeah.
I'm here. These two are here. Which one is the closer one?
You're the closest to the mage.
Okay. How far is that?
15 feet. You got within 15 feet of him.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna do that. Attack the mage.
Okay. Attack the mage. Roll to hit him.
Ooh, dookie. That ain't good. 11.
That is not going to hit, sadly.
The whiff.
It's you go in, you being hidden, you can't see super well behind this box, so as you shoot out there to try to hit him, he's just wreathed himself in this bright orange flame, and it kind of gets in your eyes a little bit, and you go to swipe, and you kind of miss him.
Alright. Then I'm going to disengage and kind of get back out of his range.
Can you hide? You can't hide again, so you would be revealed.
Yeah.
He says, "What was that?" As he turns around and sees you, says, "Another rat." As you kind of get back out of his, attack range to, do the opportunity. He can't
I
do
moved
that.
back the 15 feet, so A little ways in front of the Gordon gauge, I guess.
Gotcha. So he's like concerned with you now. Grim, it's your turn, partner.
I'm going to activate my necrotic shroud. So all three of them need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13?
No.
Alright, then all of them fail.
Okay.
They are all frightened of you. Which, to re-clarify, frightened is they can't move toward you.
Yeah, and they have disadvantage on all ability checks and stuff like that.
Attacks
I
as
think
well?
it might just be attacks. I think it might be, I don't know. I can look it up.
Disadvantage on attacks against the creature. That sounds like wording that I recognize.
I'm gonna look it up real quick because I want to be sure. It only lasts until my next turn anyway, so they don't too much.
So the feared only lasts for one round?
Yeah.
I'm afeared.
Which is a poo-poo.
Yeah.
That's not too bad
frightened.
if you're being swarmed.
We do this every time you use it too. We look up frightened.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay, so it could attack you, just can't get closer to you.
And then I'm also going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right, cool.
Because it's a bonus action.
Yep.
You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration. When you cast this spell, you make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. I'm going to cast it like right behind the mage, I guess.
Okay.
So that is a dadgum. I don't know what that is. What is that? That is a 9 to hit.
That's gonna miss. This mage is focused, man. This is I feel like the first focused mage y'all have actually encountered.
He's tuned in.
Yeah, he's tuned in. He's upset to be down here, so he's happy for a quick fight. And but being so tuned in, he's too confident. He's not calling for help. He's looking at you like, I can handle this. So like you use your spiritual weapon, it's the hammer, right? Mm-hmm. He like dodges out of the way as it goes to smack the ground. And whenever he dodges it out of the way, he drops his hand to his side, and a fiery blade comes out of it. He casts a flame blade with his bonus action, and then he tries to bring it up across your chest and slash you with it.
Okay.
If that was into your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. But he is also afraid. He's afraid but confident. Yeah. His emotions are complicated.
Confidently fearful.
He has disadvantage on this attack, though. Mm-hmm. All right, so he is going to miss you, I think. I don't think that would have hit you. No, obviously not, because the bottom one was much lower than the top one. Yeah, so he has the blade, but he's afraid. And he's like, and tries to swipe it. Like he tries to swipe at some of your wings or some of that etherealness that happens, or maybe even the spiritual weapon or something. And he tries to swipe around, but his flame blade just doesn't do anything. But as he holds it there, this flaming scimitar in his hand, he says, "I will kill you." And that's going to be the end of his turn.
Is that the same mage I was attacking?
Yeah.
Okay. So
there's only one.
So he's turned back again?
Yeah, he noticed you, so I can't make him like turn around and actually face you on his turn. I was just trying to get the idea that he knows that you're there and he's concerned with you as well.
Gotcha.
But he was always facing Grim. So really between you and the mage now is a spiritual weapon. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gotcha. All right, Arlo, it is your turn now.
Okay.
Do your worst.
How far am I from everybody?
You are 15 feet from really any of these people you'd like to attack.
Okay. So
Grim included.
15 feet from everybody.
There's a box between you and them currently, but you can easily go past that.
So I'm currently hidden. Jack is not hidden.
Yeah.
Grim is really not.
So essentially, imagine you're a dog behind a box.
Okay. That's a good visual.
You're a dog behind a box. If you peek out, you would see Jack's butt standing there between you and this action.
What a sight it is.
In this kind of tight little lane between boxes is what I'm picturing.
Okay.
And then beyond him is this action happening right outside the box. And this whole time, the Gorgon...
I'm farther back than that.
Huh?
I'm farther back than that. I dropped back 15 feet when the...
Yeah, he's like right beside you, essentially, is what I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm not trying to say he's very far away.
Oh, okay.
If this is the box and you're peeking out from behind it, like Jack is right there. You're essentially licking his leg whenever you turn around to look. The Gorgon is getting concerned as well. You hear like... and you can see some of that green smoke kind of coming out of the cage there.
Okay.
But there seems to be something.
And we're close by the cages.
Yes, I mentioned. I didn't mention it earlier, but there seems to be something kind of plugging this Gorgon's nose a little bit. That the smoke when he breathes it out looks very muffled, so you can see it very hazily. But it's what you learned about it, that it can fire this. It can exhale this putrefying cloud or petrifying cloud. You know that, but it seems to be plugged. So what will you do, Arlo? Just information for y'all.
That was actually good visual though. A Mastiff don't have very much going on at all, so I'm going to demastify.
7 times.
And I would like to cast
Demasticate.
Pass Without Trace.
All right, that's the shadowy something, right?
Well, yeah, it just a veil of shadow and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. It's basically anything within 30 feet that I choose.
Nice.
So it basically just gives a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks.
Cool.
So I would like to put that on me and he.
Okay. So y'all become shadowy if you want to be.
Yeah, and
I
then
got a plus 20 to stealth now.
yeah. So if you dive behind cover or something like that, you have advantage on stealthing.
It's not an additional plus 10. It's just, I think it's just plus 10.
Okay, then it does nothing for me.
Has
You
a
already
plus
have a
10
plus 10?
bonus. It has.
I
a
guess
plus,
maybe it's plus 20.
Well, it says it has a plus 10 bonus.
Gotcha. I don't know.
Like, my stealth thing is plus 10.
Gotcha.
So it
I
doesn't
thought
say it makes it plus 10. It's a plus 10 bonus.
I thought it would replace. Yeah.
No, there was. Are you thinking about in my campaign?
Yeah. but
Yeah, there was something else. I think it was a different issue you tried to use.
Okay. Gotcha. I thought we dealt with that. But that was not here on the show. Cool. Everybody has a plus 10 to their current stealth modifier.
Other than that, right now I'm fairly squishy, so I continue to cower.
All right. So Arlo is in the back. He is now Arlo, and he casts Pass Without Trace, and then kind of I picture like this kind of odd, heavy black fog falling off of you, kind of like just not a lot of it, but just like all of your movements are kind of, blurry and in this kind of weird fog.
And eerily, Grim is now cloaked in shadowy
He's got even more
silence.
Yeah. That is a cool idea, like to have somebody in like clanking armor or whatever, and then from nowhere, like they just go completely silent. Like everything they do now makes no noise. That's kind of cool to think about. So that'll be the end of your turn. Orc number 1 is going to swing his great he's moving past Grim. He's like, I'll help you, mate. And he goes past Grim. So opportunity attack if you like.
19.
That'll hit him.
Finally. Okay, let's see here. Where am I?
I like the visual of blur.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because blur is like, it's literally like you're looking through an unfocused lens. That just that person is unfocused. And
Yeah.
it's a much wider target, but they could be anywhere inside that wide area.
I like it. What's the damage?
21.
21. Wow.
I rolled max, man.
Yeah, that's as he goes by, he says, "Oh, help
I'm
you!"
gonna punch him right in the back of the head.
Okay, well,
woke up dead yesterday.
that makes complete sense to what happens to him, because he goes to run past you. He's like, "Get out of the way! I'm going to protect your mage!" And he goes past you, and he's going to try to chop Jack, who's there in the shadows in the darkness, but he does not quite. He really shouldn't have been able to do this because he was afraid, but I'm going to allow it because he died. So as he goes past you, Grim just like smacks him in the base of his skull, and he just immediately falls forward directly at the front of this Gorgon cage, and the Gorgon like goes down and sniffs him, and this green stuff kind of like falls on his corpse.
Does his corpse begin to petrify?
No, just this kind of
The
muffled
slime thing.
kind of a clogged green, just a little bit of fog. Orc number 2 is going to continue his assault on Grimly. He is going to try again. And he is going to miss. So his fear, he's like, "Oh, what is this?" As he tries to swing at you, and he's almost got his eyes closed trying to swing at you in this fear. No, he's not still afraid though.
He is. It hasn't been my turn again.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so either way, he would have missed anyway. He misses. He's oh shit. Oh no. Jack, it's your turn.
Huzzah! So that soldier is dead, right?
Yeah, he fell right. You're like almost not your feet, but he fell in front of you.
Okay. Mage is still kicking.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go in towards the mage then.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up
He is not facing you.
and swipe with my blade for a 24.
That will definitely hit him.
All right. Sweet. Oh, also it's booming blade.
Okay. All right.
Give me a second.
Yep.
20.
All right. So
And he takes another D8, or 2D8 if he moves.
So he takes 20 damage. That hurts him. He goes, ah! But as you stab him in the back, his flame, you have to press through his flame shield to do so, and it gives you some pressure. And as you crack through the shield, it erupts in flame and just covers your arm in fire and explodes backwards. And you take 7 damage.
Nice. Is my arm still on fire?
Huh?
Is my arm still on fire?
No.
Dang.
It just burns you pretty good. Oh. Why? You want it to be?
Maybe.
I would have to say, it would take some serious rolls to use a flaming arm as a tool.
Oh, it is a tool all on its own. I don't have to do anything. If you see a man approaching you with a flaming arm and a big hatchet-like cleaver in his hand,
Yeah, that's true.
you've lost already.
Yeah, so he is upset, and that hurt him pretty good. He's bleeding out of his back, but he's satisfied to have gotten a little damage on you.
I'm going to move back 15 feet again.
All right, you move back and just and then back into the silence. So yeah, he turns and says, "How do you like that?"
I'm gonna use that movement to get over to the boxes, and I'm gonna hide on the right side now.
Can you hide? Do you have an action to hide?
I don't have to disengage from him because I hit him.
Oh, is that the rogue thing?
Yeah, it's the fancy footwork.
Okay, so if you hit, you don't have to actually use disengage. That's cool.
It's like they're reeling from my attack or something.
So
like
roll
that.
stealth plus 20, I guess.
You get a 2. You're good.
Well, if you use plus 20, you don't have
33.
to roll. So you're hidden. So you just pass without a trace. Very
Sweet.
cool. So you and Arlo are like on the opposite sides of these boxes.
Yeah.
Looking at each other.
So now I'm closer to like the soldier where it was or is.
They're all in the same place, so I mean, as far as distance-wise, you're pretty much the same distance. I mean,
okay.
they're really kind of triangulated on Grim. There they were, but now they're kind of each facing him.
We'll just see where they are whenever it gets back to my turn.
Okay, cool. It is Arlo's turn. No, it's not. It's Grim's turn.
Okay.
Because the exploding thing that made me think it was the orc mage's turn, but it wasn't.
It's alright.
I'm gonna punch at the soldier
Okay.
guy for a 20, not natural.
That will hit, of course.
Okay. Oh, the second one doesn't, though. That's okay.
The dice tray is not serving you today.
No, 18 damage.
That'll do.
I think it's because his dice are so much lighter.
I know.
And so ugly.
I forgot mine. Well, Keith switched them out.
It's like mucus colored.
Yeah.
So you
That
hit.
is the best word to describe it.
You hit the soldier. Where are you hitting him at?
The phlegm.
I'm a gain and kick him.
Oh, you're gonna kick him?
The boot.
Yeah.
Do your feet do the necrotic? I guess we haven't talked about that. I'm sure that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna kick him in his chest.
Okay.
And then I forgot I got a hammer. I'm gonna make my hammer do some stuff.
Okay.
My hammer is gonna do 16 to hit the mage.
Oh, that'll hit. So you kick the orc soldier in the chest, and he just and knocks the breath out of him, and he looks like he is very much worse for the wear.
Cool. 6 damage on the mage.
Okay.
I imagine the hammer can swing in any direction, so I'm just making it swing horizontally to smack him in the back.
Okay. You said 6.
Mm-hmm.
So is this like the duck walk, just the boot? Or is this like the flying wizard foot thing?
No, it's just the big boot standing.
Gotcha.
Okay. Finally, with that, will we consider the spiritual weapon a melee attack? And if so, does your spiritual weapon have health?
It does not. It would not take damage, I don't think.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to. I didn't think so, but I didn't know if that was a thing. Cool. Orc Mage's turn now. He is going to. He's no longer afraid. He has survived the fear, and so he's going to try to stab you with his flame blade.
Okay.
With a 19 plus whatever he had, I assume that hits.
It is.
It's a 22, I believe. So he swings at you with his flame blade, which will do.
Wait, did he move?
No, he did not.
Dang it.
Also, I rolled the wrong dice for your damage earlier, Brice. You got out of that maybe pretty good. I'll get 3 of these. Yeah, 6. 12. 16 damage from the flame blade. He stabs you with it and burns a hole through your belly.
My belly.
Alright, it is now Arlo's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna remain
It's a very
behind my
serious bird out
boxish
there.
area, and I'm gonna shout a healing word towards Grim. Grim, something else!
Thank you.
The orc
And
mage
give him
and
the-
the soldier, they both turn around and say, "What was that? What was that? There's another one!"
you get a
shadows.
you get a 4 of them heals.
Dope. They might save my life.
Can I cast it as a higher level?
Yeah, if you've got high level spells, you can.
Yeah,
spell
I'm
slots.
higher level. Let's cast it as a level 2, so it's 2d4. I'll add another 4 to it. Another 1, so you get 5. Yeah, buddy.
The orc,
Rolling in the deep.
Yeah.
the orc soldier says, "Well, we gotta go for help!" As he says that.
Is it gonna run?
Arlo, is that your turn? Finish?
Yeah. I'm squishy, so I'm gonna remain hidden. I've used up my transmogrificationals, so.
Okay. The orc is going to try. The soldier is going to try to run up the stairs. He's going to turn from you, Grim, and try to run past you and get up those stairs.
I got a 18 to hit.
That'll hit him.
21 damage.
How do you want to hit? How do you want to?
He's running past me.
So, what did you roll? You rolled a D8,
And I got 8.
and that
Plus 13, because the strength modifier and then wisdom for the necrotic, but also my level from necrotic shroud.
Okay, gotcha.
He punched
Where do you punch him?
He's running past me.
Yeah.
Elbow to the back of the head.
All right, so he runs past you. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you elbow him in the back of the head again. Another base of the skull. He flops down. He's dead. Oh! And he farts on the way down.
So
And
ends his reign of terror.
Now it is Jack's turn.
Sweet. Is that the soldier that was close to me that just died?
There are no more soldiers left.
There's no more soldiers left, so yes.
Two people are dead.
Okay, so it's just the mage left.
Just the mage.
Okay.
15 feet from you.
Alright, then I'm
Is
gonna
he still feeling confident?
He's not happy.
I'm gonna run out and chop him again.
Okay.
Darn. Disengage.
What'd you do?
It's 10.
All right. So you swipe at him again, and it just doesn't hit. He's got your number. He says, "What are you people doing here?" As he's upset, and you go back.
What does it take to use the dagger of blood drinking?
If you want to do it in combat, be a bonus action.
Okay. Can I?
Not to stab, but to
Yeah.
absorb.
Yeah. I already disengaged,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
But it has to stab a person who has been previously dispatched, right?
Yeah. Well, no. If you disengage, that's not a bonus. Is it a bonus action?
For me, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I thought it was just a thing.
The chop was an action, disengage is
Gotcha.
bonus action.
So you can choose to disengage. Cool.
Disengage, dash, and hide as bonus action.
Grim, it is your turn.
Turkey noises.
I'm gonna cast a spell at him.
Frightening.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Dang.
What did you cast?
I cast Guiding Bolt as a level 3 spell.
So you raise your hand out and fire a guiding bolt, but he's able to duck it Matrix style.
Absolutely flip.
And it passes through his fire shield, and some sparks come off as the shield is there.
Alright, so I'm just gonna have my hammer smack at him for he's gonna miss 2.
So in dodging the firing bolt, he also luckily dodges the hammer as well.
Yeah.
And it's going to be his turn now, and he says, "I will get you." And he takes his flame blade again and tries to stab at you again.
I stab at thee.
He does not get you this time. He is staggered by his dodge, and he stabs, but you're able to get right around it.
Dope.
Arlo, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to use... It's just the one dude left, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you step back from him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to send a flaming sapphire his way. That's right. Well, it's within 60 feet, so we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2d6 of those demos.
Do it hit him?
I would assume so. I mean, it pops up right on top of him.
I think
Appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range, lasts for the duration. Any creature ends its turn within 5-foot sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. It has a range of 60 feet, so yeah, it just pops up and I send it his way.
Well, I got to roll the saving throw.
Go for it. What's the saving throw on that thing?
DC.
11.
Your spell save DC.
I imagine that probably won't do it.
No,
Which is 8 plus prof plus...
11. It matches. But
Okay.
it goes to attacker, right?
That's how we play, yeah.
Sweet. All right, we do it.
Okay,
Your
cool.
spellcasting modifier is 1.
I guess so.
No, you wouldn't have a spellcasting modifier in that case because your proficiency
Oh,
bonus
that's
is 3.
okay. That's it. It's 14. So yeah, I'm still good.
Okay, yep, you succeed.
14.
Or he fails.
Yeah, I was
So
reading.
he's not able to dodge your fire. What kind of damage does he take?
I think it was 2d6. Yeah, 2d6. So
Teach me
4
what it is.
and 3. So 7 of those demosh.
Okay. He takes... Ooh, wait, hold on. It was fire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It hurts him.
Okay. Is he moving away from us or is he hanging out? Embracing it.
He should have moved last turn, but he didn't. It's not his turn now. My bad.
If he moves,
Yeah.
hit him.
So is that end your turn, Arlo?
It do.
Okay. So he burns. Oh! More fire! Jack, it's your turn, sir.
I'm gonna stab that body in front of me.
Okay. So you push your knife into the body, and the deeper you go, the more it fills with blood, and the blade actually turns. The middle of it turns red, and then as it gets to the bottom, the whole of it turns red, and the blade is now this shiny crimson color.
Sweet.
And the teeth now at the very ends of the teeth they kind of drip blood as you hold the knife.
Can I search this body I'm desecrating?
Of course you can.
Okay, I do that. I'm pretty sure it's going to end soon. So I pass my turn.
Gotcha. You find a pouch of 10 gold on this fella.
Nice.
His government pay.
What's the bull think of all this?
The whole time you should assume that the bull is like kind of bouncing around in his cage
Riled up.
for the last 30 seconds of combat or however many it's been. Grim, your turn.
Hey.
I know this episode is running long, but I want to get us out of combat before we finish
We
it.
like long episodes.
Yeah.
Episodes.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this man.
Okay.
He's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
He crit fails.
Oh, yeah, baby. 10. He takes 18 damage.
All right.
As death bells toll about him.
So the death bells begin to toll around him, and boom, boom. His head's bouncing forth from these bells. He can barely keep his eyes open, and he barely holds his feet. And he grips his flame blade as hard as he can in front of him as his limbs begin to shake and in pain.
He ain't dead.
He's not dead yet.
I'm hitting with my hammer. That's a 15 to hit.
That'll hit him.
That's 10 damage.
How do you want to hit him? Down.
Head.
Okay.
Straight on.
So you hit him with the hammer, and the hammer hits him in the head so hard that he's just weak at this point. He can't focus in his neck, just into his torso, and the mage falls dead at your feet.
Looks like Drew.
I search him.
All right, on him you see his government pay of 20 gold pieces.
Hey.
He got a pouch on him,
Mage's got me.
and his flame blade, as his hand falls open, like his flame goes back into his hand, and his flame fire shield goes away from his as well.
Nice.
Dope.
And as this combat ends, roll perception for me real quick.
14.
Non-natural 20.
7.
Jack, what you hear from upstairs?
Oh wait, non-natural 26. Sorry.
What you hear from upstairs is someone beating on the door to the stairs, saying, "Oi! What the bloody ghost is going on down there?" And that is where we will end today's episode of Dungeon Boys. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the show, please be sure to let us know. Follow me on Twitter at Tank Media Games if you want news from Tank Media. And just let us know how the show's going. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you enjoy listening, because we certainly enjoy playing. And remember that we love you very much.
Bye.
Later.